So, coming into your basic stance to begin, we're going to start tonight standing and gradually descending down towards the ground. If you feel to, you can roll out a mat, or you can simply use your own floor covering. You might want to have handy some cushions, perhaps a blanket. Let's come into that basic stance. Let's spread out through the toes. You want to have about hip width apart through the feet. You're going to raise up through each of your toes, and then we're going to individually bring awareness to the toes and the feet. As you place your big toes down, the next set of toes, outwards, outwards still, connecting the little toes. Feel your weight as it presses on the outside of your feet, round into the heels, and then the arches of the feet, feel those gently lift as you lightly engage through the feet. And relaxing through your ankles and sweeping relaxation through low legs. Bringing a bend through your knees, about an inch or two, soften through there. Sweep that relaxation upwards through the upper legs. Here we can bring the hips into neutral, using the muscles of pelvic floor all the way around from the back of the body, right the way around towards the low abs, lightly engaging through there, drawing the muscles of pelvic floor into the center of your body and upwards. Allow those to hold you steady, assured. We can lift through rib cage just enough to really open through the chest. Feel this chest open position. We're going to bring the shoulders forwards and up. Bring them all the way back. And as you start to bring the shoulders down, slide the shoulder blades round your back and slide them down your back. Feel already this chest open position. Notice how much that encourages you to release and to expand. We can bring the chin back to bring alignment throughout the full length of spine. Crown of the head comes to the sky and your tailbone sinks towards the ground. From here, let's raise our hands up overhead. Take them wide. Gently bring them back down. You can flex through your wrist as you do that. Bring them all the way down. Bring them up towards the sky. Lengthening through each individual vertebrae. Bring the hands all the way through the front and out to the side. Take them wide. All the way through center, out to the side, bring them up towards the sky. And this time bring them down, all the way out in front. This time we're going to form an orb, a sun disk overhead. You can imagine a glowing orb of energy harnessed from the sun, or the center of the earth. Often in ancient Egypt, this was depicted as the semi-precious stone carnelian. And with your hands up here, you can of course return your hands down to rest on your hips any moment you wish. But if it's accessible to you, you can hold this position for a moment before bringing the hands to hips. We're going to just gently sway the hips out one side to the other, aligning each of your energy centers all the more. Feeling a warming sensation perhaps through belly, through root. Keeping that chest open position. This time, bringing your hips back into center. Bring that bend through knees. Make sure that remains. We can bring the hands all the way round up into sky. Rotate the palms round towards the ground and bring the hands gently down by your side. Keep that chest open position. And here, let's just rest your hands on your hips. Really feel the strength. Feel the solidity of your own hips. Feel them steadying. Feel them grounding. We can pick up this basic shimmy through our whole body. You can do this through the bend of the knees. Keep it soft and relaxed. If you want to now, you can lower your hands just down by your side and just let your shoulders release and your arms release, your hands and your fingers. Any tension that was resting through shoulders and neck, feel that just gently dissolve and melt down your body. Perhaps falling off of fingertips like droplets, returning to the ground, nourishing the earth, returning to the center of the earth to be transformed into something new, something that serves more purpose now. And as that tension leaves your body, creating new space for more positivity, more light, more glow and warmth, for an abundance of all well-being. Gradually bringing yourself back into center there, back into stillness. Place your hands on your hips. I couldn't seem to stop moving now. Isn't it funny? Wow. We're going to bring the hip into a figure of 8 motion here. And for this one right now, we're not so much focusing on technique. It's more about the somatic movement, the movement for movement's sake, the movement as your own medicine. I truly believe that within each of us, we are our own medicine folk. You are your own medicine woman. You are your own medicine man. And so, medicine folk together, move in the way that now your body would like to. What would your body really like to receive from this moment, right here, right now? Now, give me just a moment to explore this movement in your own space, in your own feeling. You might want to make it bigger. You might want to make it smaller. Faster. Slower. You might want to blend it with another movement. Or you might want to reverse it. Just take a moment to come into play, therapeutic play with that movement. Nice. We can take that movement now on a figure of 8. Bend through one knee. Bring your hip all the way upwards towards the sky. You're going to maintain a bend through the knee. Never fully extend through the knee. That's going to protect your knee joint. If you want to, as you lower your hip down, you can reach upwards to lengthen through your waist. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Wow. And doesn't it feel it too? Ah, it feels so good. Really loosening up now through the waist, through the back. Perhaps you can feel your spine mobilize. Lots of the movements that we do are incredible for synovial fluid production. They lubricate the joints. I want to make that movement small. Let's take it here into a circle if you feel. Bring the hip out to the side, bring it back. Out to the side, bring it forwards. If you've been sitting for a duration today, this is really nice, just to release through the back. Try to keep your hip in neutral. Don't force that though, but just know that we're aiming to bring the hip into neutral so that the tailbone faces towards the ground most of the way round. But take it to where it feels comfortable for you. We have got that super new moon energy at the moment, and so it's very, very possible that you have more of a tilt of your pelvis right now, particularly if you are in a female body. Let's take it around the other side. And into center there. Let's work with the slide of the hip. And then we can bring that slide into the chest. If you want to, you could bring the arms in that fluid movement like a wave. You could bring the rib cage into figure of 8. Then we're going to bring the hands parallel raise. We're going to bring one hand round to frame your belly, one hand round to frame your face. And I'm going to extend to the side. Lengthen through, keep that elbow back, chest is open. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring that back into center, all the way around towards the other side. Releasing all the way through there. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, coming back into center. Wow. Hands down by side. And here, just an opportunity to shake it off. Shake it off, whatever it is for you. Anything that no longer serves you any purpose is free to leave, to be transformed into something new. Just as the leaves descend from the trees to nourish the soil for next year's spring shoots to appear, so too can you release tension from your body, from your muscles, from your mind. You could bring a little bit of that full body shimmy if you want to. Shoulders. Find your own rhythm in there. Let's bring the hands up to the sky. Take a wide stance, really ground through that connection that you have with your feet that we did at the very beginning. You can rotate through your forearm to change all of the many light bulbs. Now, this is an ancient Egyptian energy harnessing practice. It's thousands of years old. See if you can feel into this energy for yourself. Let's take the hands wide now. You might feel some tingling through there. And as you bring the hands up, remember that glowing orb, that sun disk that we had overhead. See if you can feel that energy that you've just harnessed for yourself between your hands now. It might feel a little bit like pressing on a beach ball, or for me it feels like definitely like pressing into something like caramel or honey. And so once you feel, and perhaps you don't feel it today, and if you don't, just know that it is there. You can gift that energy to yourself wherever you feel drawn to do so. Just instinctively, intuitively allow that to travel to where it's needed, to be absorbed, to do its healing work. Take a moment to allow that to absorb. And we can encourage the integration of that energy with some deep breaths. Take a deep breath in through nose, expand the belly with breath. Ribcage rises, collarbones rise. Suspend the breath if able to. In your own time, releasing the breath fully. And you can continue to breathe in that way as you wish, or returning to natural breathing for you. Walking our feet closer in together, coming into that basic stance that we have. And here, we're going to descend down towards the ground. If you have a cushion or something that you'd like to use as a support for your hips, you can get that now. I am aware that I do have a pelvic tilt at the moment, so I'm going to bring in a couple of cushions just to help me really bring my hips into alignment. Let me turn this down slightly. In fact, switch this over to something else. So we can come down towards the ground in any way that feels good for you. Coming into position cross-legged or similar. A comfortable resting position. Sitting up high on hip bones. You want to really feel your hip bones press into the ground. Notice how that allows you to bring alignment throughout each vertebrae. Let's bring the shoulders forwards and up, bring them back and down, shoulder blades slide together, bring them low. That enables you to bring the hands on top of knees, with the palms up towards the sky. Enjoying deep, good quality breath, or simply a sigh. Should we try again? Good. Deep breath in. Well done. Let's do that one more time and just trust in the process and know that your body will utilize this time in the best way. Breathing in. Beautiful. I thought we'd enjoy some releasing stretches for our shoulders and our neck. So we can take one hand off of our knee and place it on the mat beside you, the ground beside you. You can walk those fingers away if you like and lower that hand down. Now with that lowers the shoulder, which remains in neutral. So it's this nice open chest feel. This might already be enough for you to receive a stretch down the side of your neck. But if not, we can bring the other hand all the way up and over. Bring your fingers in towards your ear on the other side, and you're going to bring this elbow away from the stretch. And that's going to open up this deep stretch all the way down that one side of your neck and into your shoulder. Now consciously relax through both shoulders and allow the muscles of that supporting hand and arm to pick up the stretch. So releasing the shoulder on the other side as well. It doesn't need to be up towards your ears. Here, if you would like to, so we're stretching out through sternocleidomastoid right now, that one that really helps to lift and lower the rib cage during breathing. Now, if you'd also like to release through the upper trapezius, you can take a deep breath in through the low section of your belly. And as you breathe out, so just watch, first of all, we can just very gradually begin to rotate on diagonal ever so slightly. Keep this really smooth as you do this. And take it to where feels good for you. It can be easy to overstretch in this stretch if you have lots of tension here. So just take your time. It's one thing that nature has lots of. And we can take our cues from nature. Any way you want to spell that. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, coming back into center, there's a little Patreon in-joke there. You can release that out and bring your hand all the way around towards the other side. Now, if we bring our hands just back on top of our knees, just take a moment to notice how you feel one side of your body to the other. Wow. And here is where you realize how much tension you were carrying. So on the other side, let's make that nice and even now. So on the other side, take your hand onto the ground and you can walk your fingers away and bring that hand low and use that to release that initial stretch of the shoulder down towards the ground. If you'd like a deeper stretch still, we can take the hand all the way across. Bring fingers towards your ear. This elbow is going to come all the way outwards, away from that stretch. Relax the other shoulder away from your ear. Keep the shoulders low and relaxed. And allow just the weight of your head and the control of the supporting hand and arm to bring that deep stretch for you. Enjoying the process. Take a deep breath here through belly. As you breathe out, if you would like to, we can take that on diagonal. Now, sometimes that might involve actually repositioning your hand slightly towards the back of your head, just in behind your ear. But if you do that, just conscious to keep that tension nice and smooth. And bringing that on diagonal, so your elbow starts to come from facing out to the side to on diagonal. It rotates round. And we're still in alignment through our hips. Nice straight back. And then taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently returning back into center. Releasing that all the way around. Placing both hands on your knees. Take a moment to notice how you feel on both sides of your body now. Notice your range of motion. Coming into center. I'll invite you now, if you have a support, a cushion or something you'd like to place your head on, you can bring that towards one side of your mat. You can come to rest on your side, or if you would like to, you can come to rest down on your back. Option to join us directly down on your back, or to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Now, if that's accessible to you, tucking your tailbone under, first of all, and then using your abs to gently descend one vertebrae at a time through low abs, mid, and your upper back, your head and your neck, bringing your hands down by your side. You can slide your feet out in front and bring the toes up in towards you and release that. Walking the fingers down towards the toes, and then you can rotate the palms to the sky. Bring the chin to the chest and release that. You can slide your support out from under your head if you would like. Full alignment throughout the full length of spine. If you'd like to cover yourself with a blankie, you can get that now. Feel a wave of relaxation as it travels throughout your entire being. If you'd like to join me in relaxing even more, you can come with me now. We can contract through the muscles of feet, ankles, and low legs. Squeeze through those muscles and then release them. Feel them descend and dissolve down as relaxation sweeps upwards through knees, into upper legs, contracting through the muscles of thighs and hamstrings, and up into your hips and round onto your glutes. As you contract through your glutes, feel the hips rising up higher and higher off of the ground. Feel the strength within those muscles. And then gently release them. Feel the hips descend back down, dissolving any tension. Feel the muscles drip off of bone. As your entire low half feels soothed, smooth, relax. In your own time, relaxation sweeps upwards through your upper half. You can contract the muscles of back, waist, belly, and chest. Squeeze through those muscles and then release them. Feel the back lengthen, waist releases. Belly eases as each of your internal organs relax and feel replenished and restored. Chest is able to take a deep, nourishing breath, feel your belly rise to the sky, chest expands, collarbones lift, suspend the breath. Absorb all of the nourishment, every last drop. And breathing out completely, releasing any stale, stagnant air or energy, and breathing in your own time, enjoying that sense of renewal. You can contract through the muscles of shoulders now, and upper arms, forearms, wrists, hands. Clench through hands, form a fist, squeeze through each of those muscles. You could rotate round into a power stance if you like. Feel that strength, and know that you are stronger than you ever realized. Take that strength deep within and let that be an invitation to soften. Shoulders release, upper arms relax, forearms descend heavy, dissolving, wrists relaxing, even your fingertips relax. As your shoulders and neck release with gravity and warmth, relaxation sweeps round onto scalp with a tingle. Round onto your face. We can contract all the muscles of face into the center of your face. And then release them. And as you release them, feel the forehead smooth and relaxed. Temples feel light. Eyes relax, deep in behind the eyes relaxing. Down the sides of nose release, cheeks feel toned and relaxed. Release your jaw. Release your mouth, your tongue, and your throat. Relax your brain. Relax. Enjoy another few breath cycles here. Energy flows to you. Feel the warmth of your own inner glow as it radiates outwards from the belly. Energy flows to you. Your own warmth and glow radiates outwards from the belly. Vibrant energy in abundance flows to you continually. As your own natural healing energy glows brighter than ever, radiating outwards from the center of your being, outwards belly. And in a moment, and just in your own time, if your eyes were closed, you can gently begin to blink them open, perhaps noticing colors more vibrant, noticing the contrast between light and dark, soft and strong. And as joy begins to circle through your body once more, we can bring small circular motions to our fingers and our toes, to our hands and our feet, our wrists and our ankles, the forearm, low legs, your elbows and knees circling round, your upper arms, your upper legs, shoulders and your hips, your waist, belly and back, and your chest, and your head, and your tongue, or maybe your eyes. Whee! And then in your own time, perhaps taking a big overhead stretch. Ooh, and a yawn. And then if you are down to the ground, you can bring one foot up towards your glutes as the knee raises up towards the sky. On the same side, you can bring the hand out wide and cross it over your body, pushing off with your foot and then off with your hand to bring yourself back upwards to a seated position to join us in center. Super new moon energy in Libra, Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and wow, what a feeling of rebirth inside all of that. Woo! Thank you so much for joining me. Take your time as you come back round. Help yourself to some hydration, drink plenty of water. Lots will have shifted for you there, even if you're not aware of it in this moment. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit notifications so you can be informed of when the next video goes up. If you'd like to support the creation of these videos, remember you can head along to patreon.com/Little Egypt Studio, where you'll find a community of other enjoyers of these videos. See you soon. Bye.